Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to learn about the bill of lading versus airway bill. Let's get started. Bill of lading, or we can make it short, becomes B/L bill of lading, and for airway bill we can make it short, become AWB. Okay, in here very crucial if you want to send your goods to abroad, and you need this document, bill of lading for ocean and airway bill for air freights. Depend on your transportation. Bill of lading you can use ship lines, shipment, and for airway bill the transportation using airlines. On international trade, the movement of goods across borders relies on official transport documents that serve as evidence, contract, and sometimes even ownership certificates. Two of the most important documents are the bill of lading and airway bill. Although both documents confirm that goods have been received and are being transported, they differ in their legal value, negotiability, and mode of transport. For the bill of lading, or B/L, is primarily used in sea freight. It functions not only as a receipt or contract of carriage but also as a document of title, meaning ownership of goods can be transferred through the BL. If you have this document, bill of lading, you can transfer the ownership of goods. But for airway bill is used in air freights, air. Unlike the bill of lading, it is not negotiable and cannot transfer ownership of goods. It serves only as a receipt and evidence of the transport contract. Okay, you can see of the differences between bill of lading and airway bill. Bill of lading negotiable, but for airway bill non-negotiable. Okay, it means the ownership of this good can be transferred, and for airway bill the ownership of goods cannot be transferred. It means, for example, A in here as shipper and B as consignee. A want to transfer goods to B, but in the middle of the process, B have client C and B make agreement to C to sell this product from A to C. Okay, in here port. We want to sell this product to C company. Okay, and then we will transfer this good to C company, and then we will give the document of bill of lading to C. And after this good arrive in this port, so this company C can take these goods, just give evidence of bill of lading to these workers. Okay, this concept like this for bill of lading. The ownership of goods can be transferred to others company, but for airway bill cannot be transferred because airlines can give this good in short time, maybe in 1 hour or 2 hours, but for shipment it takes a long time, maybe needs 1, 2 or 3 days. So the document of ownership can be transferred to others. This is the reason why bill of lading the ownership can be transferred, and why airway bill the ownership of goods cannot be transferred. Okay, I hope you understand for the differences. And we have definition of bill of lading: a legal document issued by carrier, usually a shipping line, to acknowledge the receipt of cargo for shipments by sea. Okay, this is the definition of bill of lading. Issued by a carrier, usually a shipping line. But definition for airway bill: a transport document issued by an airline or its agent that covers goods shipped by air. Okay, airway bill issued by airline, but for bill of lading issued by carrier. What the function of bill of lading? Number 1, receipt of goods. Proof that the carrier has received the cargo. And airway bill: proof that the airline received the cargo. Okay, same for the function receipt of the goods. Next, function of bill of lading: evidence of contract of carriage. It means agreement between shipper and carrier. And airway bill: agreement between shipper and airline. Okay, airway bill: agreement between shipper and carrier, but for airway bill: agreement between shipper and airline. Document of title can be negotiable, meaning ownership of goods can be transferred by endorsing the document. But for airway bill, Non-negotiable document cannot be used as a title of goods. Next, key feature. Key feature for bill of lading used for sea freight. Okay, I hope you understand sea or ocean. Next, can be negotiable. Okay, it means the ownership can be transferred to others company. Or non-negotiable for straight bill of lading. Okay, often required for custom clearance and cargo release at the port of destination. Next, air waybill. The key features such as used for air freight. Okay, I hope you understand. Used for air freight. Next, always non-negotiable. Contains details such as shipper, consignee, flight route, airport, and weight. Issued in multiple copies, usually three original for carrier, consignee, and shipper. Okay, I hope you understand four differences between bill of lading and air waybill. The key of differences for this bill of lading versus air waybill, such as negotiable, non-negotiable, sea freight, and air freight. The agreement between shipper and carrier, but for air waybill, the agreement between shipper and airline. If you have any question about this, you can comment on below this video. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video to your friends. See you next time, and goodbye.